parents, educators, grandparents, and child caregivers. Welcome to IntelliKids. This is Aysen. If you are watching IntelliKids videos, that means you're trying to improve your parenting skills, plus you believe that education starts at home. Therefore, I'm sure you know the importance of reading and you read to your child at every opportunity you get. Today, I want to talk about the purpose of reading. The purpose of reading is comprehension, which means you need to understand what you're reading, and it is a skill. I created this video to show you a little fun activity and talk about the importance of teaching reading comprehension skills to your child at an early age. A major benefit of having reading comprehension skills is to help students develop the knowledge, skills, and experience they must have if they are to become competent and enthusiastic readers. So, watch me creating a little fun activity to show you how I practice this skill with little people. Okay, there's a very simple and very easy activity that I like to do just to improve my students' reading comprehension skills. So, what I do is I create a little story that has 2 or at most 3 sentences and ask my students 1 or 2 questions about that story. I'm going to make up a story right now in front of your eyes, so I want to show you how simple and easy this can get. Let me create a little short story first so I can show you what I'm talking about. Watch me writing my story on one of these papers. I'm going to write a little short story. Let me think. Alright, this is as simple as it can get. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. I just wrote a story. Alex went to a grocery store yesterday. He bought a candy and milk. Now I think I'm gonna write a little title for my story. Let's see what the name of my story is going to be. I can name it Alex Grocery Store Visit. Don't forget, we're talking about 3 or 4-year-old children, so for them this is a good enough story, and it has a title, and this story has enough information to ask a couple of questions. The most important element of writing and creating story for children is you need to make sure your story has answers for question words like when, what, who, or where. These are the most basic questions that you want to have answers in your story so you can ask your child. For example, this is my story, and I know I can ask my student when Alex went to a grocery store, because I have the information yesterday. Or I can ask my students what Alex bought from a grocery store, and my student can say a candy and milk. Believe me, this is not an easy skill, and your child is probably going to forget most of these informations, so it wouldn't hurt to read the story 2 times before you ask the questions. Now, this story can be a part of my story collection. I can make a bunch of these cards in different times and have story cards collection for my student or child whenever I want to practice reading comprehension. So I'm going to write another story just to show you another example. just created my second story. So this story, again, I just came up with this story. It says, Melissa loves her toys and clothes, but they're everywhere in her room. Her mom said, Melissa, you should pick up your toys and tidy your room. I'm going to come up with a title for this story as well. I wanted to name the story Melissa's Beautiful Mess. So the first question that comes to my mind about this story that I can ask, who said, Melissa, you should pick up your toys and tidy your room? And my student is probably going to say, her mom. And it's okay if he or she doesn't know the answer. You can give them hints. Another question I can have, what Melissa has everywhere in her room? So the answer will be toys and clothes. So now I have two stories that I just created and ask my students the answers. You can create as many stories as you want like this, and it will be a beautiful card deck for your trips. If you want to take the cards with you and spend some free time while you're on the go or while you're waiting at the doctor's office, these are amazing tools. And it's a very important skill. Reading comprehension is the most important skill when it comes to reading. Dear parents and educators, you just watched me creating a little makeup story and asking my students questions with words when, what, who, or where. You should try to have these conversations while you're reading to your child as well. For example, while you're reading a book, you can pause and ask, where is this? Or who is she or he? Or what is her name or his name? This is the end of another video. Thank you for watching IntelliKids. Happy reading and creating story time with your precious child. I will see you next time.